Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm Pike County Sheriff Charles Reeder. First and foremost, I want to express all of our thoughts and prayers to everyone in Pike County today with the tragedy that fell upon our county. At 7:53 this morning, my dispatch center received a 911 call advising they needed deputies to the area of 4077 Union Hill Road, that there was 2 males in that residence. There was blood there and they were possibly deceased. My deputies responded. While they responded, they were flagged down on Union Hill Road. They were given 2 additional addresses of 4199 and 3122 Union Hill Road. My deputies also responded to those residents where they also found additional victims that were deceased. During the course of our initial investigation and my deputies arriving, we can confirm that there were 7 bodies found in those residences. We're still trying to identify all the persons and notify the next of kin. I can tell you that in this tragedy, 3 children survived. 1 being 4 days old, 6 months old, and 3 years old. I was contacted and immediately had the Attorney General's office contacted for support, where I've asked him to lead this investigation due to the fact that we have 3 crime scenes spreading over a difference of about 1.5 miles. We have identified the victims as being members of the Roden family. My thoughts and prayers goes out to them. During the course of the investigation today, we also received another 911 call from dispatch of a residence on Left Fork Road where there was a male that had possibly been deceased. My deputies responded to that residence where they identified a male that was deceased of what appeared to be a gunshot wound. BCI is actively working 4 crime scenes at this time. I've got assistance by not only my staff with the Attorney General's office, but also the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, Ross County Sheriff's Office, the Adams County Sheriff's Office. Here today also is the Pike County Prosecutor's Office, Pike County Children's Services, and of course the Pike County Coroner. At this time, I can confirm that we have 8 bodies in this county. All were adults except for 1 male juvenile. I want to urge anyone, any citizens that has any information concerning anything involving this horrible act to contact the Pike County Sheriff's Office, where we have BCI agents there. They're following up on every tip that comes in. Right now, we have no one in custody. I want to urge everyone to be under the understanding that there is a strong possibility that any individuals involved with this are armed and extremely dangerous. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to the Attorney General, Mike DeWine. Thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff. This is a horrible tragedy that has occurred here in Pike County. Each one of the victims appears to have been executed. Each one of the victims appears to be shot in the head. Let me just add a few additional things. When the sheriff asked the Attorney General's office, BCI, to become involved, we responded immediately. We now have over 30 individuals who are down here who work for BCI. We have 5 analysts, 5 cybercrime, 13 people who are working the 4 crime scenes, Special Investigation Unit, 12, and we have 2 crimes against victims, individuals who are working, all BCI agents. We would encourage the public to contact us, even if you think if you have just a little bit of something or you're not even sure if it's valuable. We urge you to contact us. You can contact the Pike County Sheriff's Office. You can also contact 1-800-BCI-OHIO. That's 1-800-BCI-OHIO. Every tip that comes in, we are running down, and we will continue to do that. I would anticipate that the crime scene will remain active for some time. I'm sure that our agents will be on the crime scenes, these 4 different crime scenes, all night, and it certainly could extend beyond that. I would stress that we're very early into this investigation. As the sheriff said, the individual or individuals who committed this crime obviously are dangerous. We believe that they are still at large, but we do not know their location. But we would advise people of Pike County certainly not to panic, but certainly also to be careful. The family involved, we're advising the family members to be very careful and take particular caution. This really is a question of public safety, and particularly for any of the Roden family. Let me just again express my deepest sympathy to the family. This is just a horrible, horrible tragedy. I just got off the phone a minute ago to brief the governor. He was anxious to find out exactly what happened, and I gave him a briefing just several minutes before we came out here. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions that we can answer.
Let me clarify here. This is a little different from what we were told originally, but they are all adults except for one male juvenile, correct?
All of the victims have been identified as adults. Yes. All victims have been identified as adults except for one juvenile male.
Were these people known to you all in some fashion prior to today?
We have a small county. I am familiar with the Roden family.
And were they involved in any investigation of any kind?
We have people looking into that. I cannot confirm that.
And Sheriff, the victim, the male, found dead in his gunshot wound. Do you not believe that was suicide, or has there been any sort of murder suicide? You're actively looking for a shooter.
I am still actively looking for a shooter. Now, I want to remind you that we are very early in this investigation. We are investigating 4 active crime scenes at this time. The Attorney General's office is investigating that. I'm providing the support for that, and other agencies are as well. This is very early. I cannot confirm that there is no one still on the loose that may be involved in this. If they are, they will be armed and dangerous. Okay? We're very early in this. We have multiple crime scenes, very horrific crime scene here. So I am not going to rule out the fact that we do not have someone or someones that's out armed and dangerous. I can't.
I'm curious, when you say day, you're looking for possibly a day.
Sir, I just have so many crime scenes that I'm assuming, and I apologize. If there's someone involved and we haven't got them in a scene, which is we don't know yet because we're in the early stages of it, I am telling you that they're armed and dangerous if they're still at large.
Is the 8th person a member of the Roden family?
Yes. All of them.
All of them.
Is there any idea about the motive so far?
None.
Back to the motive, if you have more to say on that, please. I'm also curious, who flagged the deputies down this morning?
They're citizens that lived on the road, or someone that may have come up to the house or heard something at the house, whatever, I don't know. I'm not part of that investigation there. I know my deputies were flagged down and given other locations they checked out, and that's what they found. I believe the age, Major, 16-year-old male. I don't have that with me now. I don't have the ages. Again, we're in the early stages of this. I suspect that my office and BCI will be here throughout the night, possibly all day tomorrow. This is something that's very uncommon. This is something that doesn't happen every day. It's not something that you prepare for. It is something that we've called in additional help for. We're working together, and as information comes forward, we will provide that. But right now, it's very limited. We wanted to address you, let you know what we do have, what we do know, and what we can confirm. Other than that, we cannot confirm anything else. They're actively investigating it, and we get to that point, we will make sure that you're contacted, and we will brief you accordingly.
Sheriff, are all three of those residences in close proximity to one another, and in someone with literally house to house, where they have to execute people in one location, then drive to another one, then drive?
They're within miles apart. They are not, all of them are not door to door to each other.
Is there anything you can tell us about the
They're members of my community. My heart goes out to them. I'm not going to speak about the Rodens. I'm sure that they are grieving. They're going through a hard time right now, and I'm going to respect that. We are taking every precaution, my staff along with other staff from Ross County, Jackson County, Adams County, agents to go and find other family members, check on them, make contact with them. We are doing everything in our power to reach out to the Rodens. If they need anything, they can contact my office. They can go to my office. They can come here to the Pike County Police Department. We will do what we can, everything we can for them.
Sir, is there a question about weapons? Did you recover any weapons?
Sir, I'm not in the crime scene.
Mike, would that be something you could address?
No, I can't address it because it's an active crime scene. Our people are right there now, and we're not going to interfere with what they're doing. This is what they do every single day. Don't know that.
Sheriff, how big is the crime scene area? How many miles does this stretch across, would you say, in the perimeter that's established?
From the first location to the last location reported, within 30 miles.
30?
30.
Knowing what you know and what you don't know at this point, and I know you want all of your citizens to be alert, call, what have you, but is this, at this point, in this surrounding community, a Friday night, where those people should all lock their doors and be out of work?
I would, under the circumstances.
Schools aren't really in session anymore, but any kind of lockdowns that are happening right now?
There was a lockdown earlier.
We'll have to see what the results are. We're actively working it, and we'll be out all night. We'll see.
The notion that there was a lockout, then it was lifted, and there also to a lieutenant from a neighboring county who was not aware of an active search for a shooter. Indications earlier were that there might not have been, but now it seems that there are. I mean, there was confusion, obviously, on our part. What would you say to those who were?
I think there were some things reported to the media that did not come from my office, my staff, nor the Attorney General's office, the folks that's actively working this investigation. Okay, so I feel that maybe somebody provided you information that was inaccurate. That's why me and the Attorney General are providing you with the accurate information that we have. When we have anything else, we will report it. Thank you.
Sheriff, this is 8 victims of the Rosen family, but you said it's trying to stretch 30 miles. Would that indicate to you that someone's targeting this family particularly?
I would suspect.
The question there is, are any Rosens being taken into protective custody of any kind, or?
I have units working on that and working with the Roden family.
The babies and the cerebral, all of the transported, they were uninjured.
To my knowledge, they were all uninjured.
Who are they with?
The right people. I can't tell you the people they're with, but they're with people that's taking good care of them.
As this progresses, can you possibly set up scheduled updates through somebody in your office or the media? Because I'm sure there will be a huge clamoring for information, and if indeed we can have regularly scheduled points.
We will make sure that we do that. When we get new information, particularly, and we'll set that up. Set that up through our office.
I suspect so.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. I mean, I think what makes this particularly grisly is the fact that you have these children involved who obviously were there when the executions took place. I don't know that.
Is there any way to tell what time this happened then, and what time the executions out was the middle of the night, do you know, or do you have a sense of that?
Well, the indication would be that it was when people were in bed. So the time frame will obviously come later. Well, Sheriff went through that, I think. Sheriff, you want to go through the first?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know how that citizen knew.
I can't.
I guess just my last thing I can think of, to clarify, so for those who are wondering, again, hearing different stories about the day, is it the notion that these crimes are either so ugly and devastating and horrific that you're not able to tell necessarily if there is someone at large currently, maybe that person among those who died?
Okay,
but you just don't know.
well, let me take that, Sheriff. If I'm wrong, or Ben, you can jump over here. Ben is leading the investigation. Ben Suver. If we got any questions. The preliminary determination has been made that none of the 8 individuals committed suicide. Again, we only got into we've got one house that was an outlier in the sense of time, but the indication is that none of them committed suicide. So obviously, that we have one person. I wouldn't call him an active shooter, but you have one person who is armed and dangerous, and there may be more than one. There may be 2, there may be 3. We just don't know at this point. How many people we're really talking about at all.
Is there a chance that, with these homes being spread out so far, if someone was targeting it, they either have to know all of where the family members live?
Well, we're not going to speculate on that. I mean, we do have 2 houses, Ben, that are fairly close, Sheriff, right? Either one of you can.
Yeah,
You want to give them the location?
they're in walking
There,
distance.
you gotta
Two
get
of the locations are within walking distance of each other. Another one is maybe a mile or more away, and then the 4th one is more like 10 minutes away.
That'd be the 4th one that was found, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Anybody else? We will try to keep you updated as we know more. And
You offered the description of the execution-style killings. Can you offer any more specifics what that means?
it would appear that all of them were shot in the head. It would appear that all of them were shot in the head. It would appear also that it occurred during the night. We have victims who are in bed.
Were they all in bed?
I'll tell you whether they're all in bed or not.
Not all of them were in bed.
Children, yeah. This is just, it's heartbreaking. I mean, the one mom apparently was killed in her bed with the 4-day-old right there. I mean, it's just, it's just hard to believe. I can't do that yet. I don't want to tell you something that after the investigation we come up with something different. So.
Expect another update tonight, gentlemen?
We could certainly update you tonight whether it is worthy of us taking your time to do it. I mean, but we are going to be available. Dan, do you want to? Where's Dan? You got anything on that you want to about how we're going to do this?
I mean, you've painted a rather frightening picture.
Well, it is frightening.
Community, so an update,
Yeah. Again, let me again give the hotline. 855 BCI Ohio, or the sheriff's office. Either one. It'll go to the same place, and we're working it together.
Someone saying, why are people just finding out about this now? Why would you just release earlier this morning without talking to somebody else?
Press release was put out earlier.
Yeah, there was a press release that went out. You know, we were not at the time that press release went out. I don't believe we were able to tell you that none of those individuals committed suicide. Now that's what we feel. Understand, 4 separate crime scenes, and the last crime scene only becomes active for us very, very late in the day. So, okay,
Very difficult. I would like to stress to the citizens that I've got Ross County, Jackson County, Adams County, other county sheriffs that have their staff ready and available to me because we are going to be out. We are out in full service. We've got my entire staff out. Once they get fatigued, tired, and I need replacements, other sheriffs are going to provide that to me. Any of my county citizens have any information, contact our office. Anything suspicious, contact our office. We will be out. We will be in full force, and we will be here until the investigation is complete.
thank you all very much.